What's up, guys? I wanted to do a space today because I see that there's a lot of confusion about what actually went down, and I wanted to clarify. So I figured I'd do a space, but the information is pretty much out there already. It doesn't have anything to do with the movie that people are lying and saying. I think people that are lying and saying that are like scared. So it's actually very alarming how many some of the people that said that it was about the movie, like KDP and Abid Hex, like these are like prominent figures. And I think it all is kind of alarming after going through what I went through yesterday. Yeah, just how it all went down. The fact that, a judge saw it fit that I needed to be arrested because I didn't show up as a witness for this thing. It's kind of alarming. So I just want everybody to know that. I really don't want to say too much, but I just want everybody to know, man. Dude, Richard Hart, the guy Richard Hart, he never paid me. Most of you know that already. It's pretty blatantly obvious if you've been following me for long enough. But they seem to think that I was paid by Richard Hart, and there's no evidence of that. And they're wanting me to dox my wallets to prove that. And I don't think that is necessary. And the way I'm going about this is, or how I've always went about these things is, I might be foolish, but I feel like I think it's right for me is to just be honest and tell my story. And if it goes to a trial where a judge or a jury has to give their opinions on it, I think any just system would see that, this guy's just talking about what he likes and what he's into, and he's playing with these coins. He's not, paid and stuff like that. They're also saying that basically they think that Hex is security, so does the SEC. But, and here's where I think about this as far as it concerns me. I don't think I can continue to risk being put in these situations based on the possibility of there one day somebody classifying these things as a security. And it's kind of sad that I have to say this, but I don't know if I can continue to talk about crypto. Like, I don't see until there's like some ruling where they say, okay, these aren't securities. They said it, but it's still like people are still threatening these things. So I don't know, man. I don't want to give up, but it's just I'm too in the dark as well. Like, they're showing me pictures of Richard Hart at Best Buy with this black guy that was with him when he got not arrested, but he got, I guess, caught buying 4 laptops at one time. They thought he was stealing them somehow. They said he was with a different person every time that he went to that Best Buy, and I don't know what they're trying to say. I asked him, what does that mean? It just was saying it's fishy, and I'm not gonna sit here and keep on defending this dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna keep on defending Richard Hart. Let's put it like that. I'm not defending this dude. I'm done like trying to pick sides. I'm not on anybody's side, bro. If this dude is like doing some fishy shit, I don't want to be looked at like I'm a part of it. I don't know what this dude is doing, so it's not a good idea for me to be sitting here acting like he's not doing anything. And they also said that he didn't respond to the SEC, and he was supposed to respond to that last year, guys. Like, that is kind of alarming. Now, I don't know if they're making shit up. If I said, did he have an actual court date that he ignored that he didn't go to? And they said, yeah, he had a court date back in like November where he was supposed to go or something. I don't know. But it's like, I don't know, so I'm not gonna keep on acting like, no, he didn't. Oh, everything's fine. Like some of these Heskins, man, that are just doing that shit. And I just wanted to, say that because I know they're listening. I know those attorneys are listening to this. They're on my Twitter. They showed me like 30 tweets that I said about Hex. It's like, come on, man. Like, what the fuck? Let's see who else we got. So,
Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie. That's why I came up in here. I thought you was trolling.
No,
I thought this guy's trolling for his NFT drop.
No,
and blah
it's
blah
actually
blah.
kind of magical how it happened.
It's actually a real situation.
Yeah.
So that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's a real situation. You can look it up. It's not hard to find. And it's pretty alarming as a United States citizen that, like, I'm not being criminally charged. Like, if you go look at my mugshot, it says, under my picture, it says no charges. So I'm not even being charged with anything. It's just the fact that I seen this all go down. And the fact that I seen it go down, I'm somehow a witness and I might be involved. I think that's kind of alarming for, it's just kind of alarming. And for me as a citizen, and that they think that there's enough there that they should be doing this, or maybe they don't, maybe there isn't, but I don't have time to be trying to pick sides and defend. So yeah, it's not a joke. It wasn't about the movie. Obviously, what's the
All right, bro. So now, if that's what it is, like literally, it might be in your best interest, maybe not to even speak too much about it, up until you
I mean,
you
this is
you
how I
deal with
look
it
at it. This
the
is
right way.
how I feel you. I feel you on that, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I've already said too much. I've already said everything that I could ever say. I mean, they already have tweets, but there's nothing that I'm gonna say. I mean, there could be something I say to incriminate myself, but like I said, if it comes down to it, I don't think a judge would say that I'm involved. You know what I'm saying? Because she wouldn't come to that conclusion because that's not true, or he, or whatever. I always view judges as women for some reason, but I think that a just system, like a judge, which judges seem to be, like in my experience with judges, they seem to be really fair. Like if there's nothing there, there's nothing there. So, and there is nothing there. He didn't pay me. It's like it's all I can say. And I can prove that if I have to, but I'm not gonna do it on purpose. But anyway, yeah, I'm serious. Like this is like my last. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna have to like shut up about cryptos, man. Like I can't do it. So if you see me talking about something else, and you were like been a long time supporter, you see me talking about like regular things, just keep supporting me, man. That's basically where I'm at with it. I don't know. Maybe I will keep talking about crypto. I don't know. Um, but yeah, if I stop talking about crypto and you see me talking about like something that's going on or like entertainment or something, and just check it out and maybe you'll like that too. And it might be a good fit in crypto. Yeah.
Now that's dope though. The fact that you at least came and addressed the community, bro. Like, cause you was like, I thought, like I said, I thought it's a joke. Just fucking around. But
Yeah,
this is real.
I think
So
I think that it's different. I know it's kind of weird. I kind of feel stupid. I also feel kind of bold to stand up for myself, like not have somebody else stand up for me, which a lot of people probably think I should do, but I ain't got it like that. You know what I'm saying? I know you probably think I got it like that, but I don't have it like that. So I think it's smarter to just be truthful and be honest and say my story to these people, and then they can be like, okay, like even after I talked to them, and I was like, what do you guys think? Y'all believe me? Like we were like joking around, man, and they're like, the main guy was like, yeah, but I still think you're hiding something. And I said, what do you think I'm hiding? And he's like, I think you were involved with BitConnect. Like that's it. Like he couldn't say anything about like X. He's like, I think I convinced him that I don't have anything to do with X, but he still thinks like he doesn't know the full story about BitConnect, so he thinks I'm involved with BitConnect. And it's like, yo, I've been through there, been there, done that. Like there's nothing there, man. And it's like I'm just tired of being accused of shit. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm just tired of being accused of shit. And I'm just like a good dude. I'm not really having any ill intentions. Everybody thinks that I am. It's like I don't have time for this shit, man. Like I'm getting locked up. And it wasn't but 2 days. It ain't shit. But man, when you don't know how long you're gonna be not be you know what I'm saying? Like a month and not seeing your 5 and 6 year old, they could grow a lot, man. And that would hurt.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't have time to be getting locked up for 2 weeks, 2 months, a month, just because I don't want to show my wallets and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for that shit. So I might just peace out to the darkness, or I just start talking about, entertainment, funny shit. Because, so like I said, you see me not talking about crypto. I just want everybody. So I'm just trying to get this message out to everybody that like sees me, like, because I don't want people to not know. I want people to know what happened if I stop talking about crypto. I don't want people to think I got scared and ran. I want people to know that I'm doing this for really protect my family and shit, like and my future as far as like how my relationship with my family and stuff. Like I don't want my kids thinking that I'm glad that my kids were at school when they came to my door. You know what I'm saying? Like what if my kids are around? They're gonna think we be watching cops and laughing at the people. You know what I'm saying? How I'm laughing at people on cops, and now I'm glad that just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Let's see what's up, Thrilly. Let me get you. Well, actually, let's get Jake, because Jake had his hand up first, and then we let Thrilly talk.
Well, I was gonna call Cap, but I don't know anymore. I'm sorry.
You gonna call? Okay, you think I'm still trolling, man? Like, that's
Oh,
actually
I missed the first half. I'm sorry.
okay. Well, it's recorded.
No, I believe you now. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people think that my internet like personality and stuff is like kind of like I'm trolling, but no, man, you can go look it up. The case number is in the title, and you can go look up my mugshot on my YouTube video. Like the shit really happened, man. So just if you're an American and you're a YouTuber, I say just be careful. It's sad, but it's tough. They're really trying. I think they're really just trying. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to spread by the YouTubers. Won't see that it's that serious though. Like you don't want people talking about crypto. Oh man.
I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. What up, dude?
Yo, man. So you see me around,
Yeah.
but we've never talked before. I just want to say I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I know this was hard on you and your family.
Yeah.
Dude, this kind of stuff is going to happen more and more for people who just want to try and get by and come up in the world. But, we don't even know what the rules are. We're just kind of taking it day by day. And this stuff just happens to us. And we're like, okay, well, tell us the rules. When they're still trying to figure it out, trying to put the pause button on stuff, but they're unwilling to tell the public what they need to expect. So it's not fair. But I appreciate that you took some heat on behalf of people who are trying to be in the same boat and just come up at the same time, and it's just one of those situations where we're just going to have to see how it comes out. And hopefully we've got some people behind the scenes that are willing to go to bat for us, on the bigger stage as we're just trying to, just be American citizens, just get caught up in it, So I just wanted to say that, the stuff that was coming out about you in the movie and all that, it's like these are people that they're just taking a swing at something they don't know anything about. So it was my impression, having watched, this whole thing unfold, that what you were saying was the truth. And there's nothing to it other than you just, telling your story. So I just wanted to say that and tell you that, we'll get through it. And if you need to take a pause, do what you need to do the best for what good for you and your family. And, we'll miss you, but hey, you can come back later when you feel like it's good. So
yeah, for sure, man. I just, like you said, the rules aren't set, and I'm just kind of worried that the rules might get set and hurt what I did in the past. It hurt me from what I did in the past, right? So basically, it's like that. I didn't see this movie, but it's a movie that came out a while ago. Well, it was a while ago, like 2000, where the guy, he gets arrested for his future crimes. So it's kind of like that
Minority Report.
Yes, exactly. I haven't seen it, but that's basically the premise of it, and that's kind of how I feel. Like I feel like I'm being held responsible for something that's going to happen in the future. Like, and I don't even they don't have any proof of this future, So I think, either it's I just shut up, and maybe I just stick to things that they like. I even asked myself, well, what isn't it? What do you think is not a security? And they said Bitcoin. That's like the one coin they say, okay, that one doesn't. And it was interesting to hear them say that they didn't have, well, not them, but the main guy that was talking to me said that he knows that I'm talking about Zen, but he doesn't really see any issues with Jack right now. And then I'm like, well, maybe he's just saying that so I keep on talking about Zen so he can come get me later, you know what I'm saying? So I just can't trust, So I don't know. I'm just kind
That's
of torn.
crazy. What, they mentioned Jack in this conversation?
Oh yeah, like they literally, they're probably here right now. Like they literally listen to my spaces. They listen to my they watch my YouTube videos, they watch my Twitter, and they take what I say and then they come show me some pictures of it and saying, remember you said that? How about when you said this? You remember when you said that? Like that's pretty much 90 minutes of the thing, just pulling up tweets of me saying Hex is up 300,000% or Hex is going to $1. Like that Hex is going to $1 was like, oh my goodness. Like I'm just tweeting and just saying crazy shit for the retweets and stuff in the community, man. Like come on, like it's not like I'm trying to move the price. There was like at the time of that tweet, they're showing me tweets from the top basically, and how I was really euphoric, and they're basically
man,
saying,
how many times are we watching like the playoffs and we're looking at a football team and we say, hey, you know what? I think they're going to win the Super Bowl. We're just saying that. It doesn't mean that we're trying to will them into something that they don't deserve.
Like the tweets from the time were from the top of the market. So I was super excited, and there was like 20 million in liquidity. That's what I'm trying to say. There was 20 million in liquidity at that time. I think it's 10 or 20. There's no way that what I think, there's no way that I could have been moving the price and thinking that I could move the price at that much liquidity from my knowledge at the time. Like I have the same knowledge that I have now about liquidity pools. The higher the liquidity pools, the harder the price is to move. So I already knew that type of stuff. So there's no way that I could sit there and think that I'm going to tweet and say something to come to the price. And I don't think that my judge would believe that shit either. Like I just feel like it's just how I feel. Maybe she or he would. I don't know. But I just know I know to be true, and that's just how it is. So they're just trying to come with any angle that they can. It's just like I ain't got time for this shit.
Well, it's all about your intent too. I mean, you weren't
Yeah,
intending to do anything. You were
I think
just
that's a good
talking.
point.
Hey man,
That's how I feel too. What's up?
Mick here from in Cambodia. I just wanted to say hey, and I'm really glad that you're out. I saw your video and I was like, oh shit, and then but yeah, man, I'm glad you're out, man. I've been a long time watcher of yours since 2016.
That's what's up. I seen you, man. What's up, Mitch? Thank you, man. Yeah, I appreciate all the support, bro.
You know, and like other than just, you know, gains and stuff, crypto, because of your channel, it's kind of your livelihood. So, I mean, you know, you're going to do what you want. I'm not giving you any advice, but you might think about talking to a lawyer that you trust and ask what they have to say about, you know, being able to continue your conversations on YouTube, you know, how you want to talk
Right,
about
yeah.
crypto, because it has to do with more than just you speaking to, what they say, securities. I mean, nobody's talking about securities.
Right, like, like, and I wish I really want to get the video and like maybe not the whole thing because it was a long time, but like a long time sitting there. But I really do want to buy. They said I could go on their website and request to buy it or something like that because man, they were like, "Yo, this shit is like, yeah, I would not show." I said, "Is the judge gonna see this?" Because I hope the judge sees this. I said, "Would the judge see this?" And they were like, "Well, she would see some clips." So I'm like, "Okay, y'all gonna show her like the parts where y'all kind of had me kind of worried, like where the part where I had signed saying that I wasn't gonna talk about securities in my state." And it's like, of course I'm not gonna talk about securities because I've never talked about securities. So of course I'll sign that. Y'all leave me alone. And now they're like, "Well, you're talking about securities now." I'm like, "No, I'm not because y'all don't. There's no proof that this is a security, you know."
Bro,
So
you too transparent with this shit.
because I know that I guess as a person looking in, you don't know what the truth
Yeah,
is.
no, exactly.
But
So it's a
me,
bit crazy.
I know what the truth is. You know what I'm saying? I know Richard Hart didn't pay me. You know, I know I got that. I know that I didn't have any crazy conversations with Richard Hart about deep stuff, but you know, some of these other people did, like people that setting up post conferences and stuff might have, you know. But I don't have anything. That's my truth. So I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about the only part that I'm worried about is the future security aspect because I don't know. I don't know what a judge would say. So it's best for me to just shut up about it until I know because the judge just told me so. You know, so it's not so much about, I'm not worried about Richard Hart. I know that that's not, it's for me, it's me talking about these cryptos and then one day they might be classified as securities and I've been talking about them and I promise that I will. You see what I'm saying? Or I could just move to a different state or something like that. But, you know, I'm not trying, I like where I live, you know? So that's kind of just where I'm at. So that maybe that makes it make sense as far as the transparency. It's like, well, I know Richard Hart didn't pay me. I know that for a fact.
But there's an underlying tone of like silencing kind of thing, and you know,
Yeah, the
I
silence
kind of
got me locked up though.
oh, so the silence is what got you locked up to your
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah. I just said it said that the letter said you're invited. I chose to not go because of the invitation. I don't have to go to an invitation, so I didn't go, and I didn't go. And then they said, well, since you didn't go, you look like you're guilty of something. So we need to catch you and talk to you. That's basically what happened.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I
Yeah, that's
talked
a
to him and
crazy
I told him my
situation,
story.
bro.
Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy.
So
What else,
if your concern is like about whether or not they're going to get you on stuff that you talked about now because things aren't a security now, that if it'll come and haunt you in the future, like that's the conversation you should have with your representation, you know, and just say like, you know, can they hit me up retroactively for stuff that I'm talking about now when this stuff, if it ever becomes a security later,
Yeah,
you know, and
yeah. I
just
said,
go with
you
that
know,
opinion, you know,
I think,
because his representation, like that's what matters, is that you tried to get information that you don't have from what they consider in their world to be a professional, and then from that point you have somebody swinging the bat for you on that stage, and then it's like, okay, well, I tried my best, you know, rather than you just ignoring it, which they don't like.
yeah. So, I mean, I kind of got that answer last time with picking it because when I went to my deposition with the state security, I had somebody representing me, and I told my story straight out. He didn't have to interrupt me or anything. Say, "Oh no, don't say nothing. Don't say that." He didn't have to interrupt me. But at the end of it, the conclusion that both parties came to was that, well, since there's no information about whether or not this is a security or not, then this is pretty much a dead end here. And that's how I kind of got away. Well, I won't say got away, but that's how they left me alone because it was like, yeah, we don't have enough information, so we can't say that, you know, that's fair. So I'm already going off of that information, but it seems like they keep on trying to keep on saying, well, one day we're going to prove that this is a security. And do they think that
And
they
if
could
they
prove
do
that?
that, if they
Yeah,
do it on that one day, you can delete your videos, you know. But until then, what are you going to do?
yeah. You're right. I should talk to somebody because listening to you guys on Twitter, not you, but like people on Twitter, like, oh man, don't take that serious, man. That's nothing. You know, kind of got me, you know, in the situation because I was like, well, if I need to say something, I'll say something. But I didn't know I would have to go to jail first, you know. So yeah,
Yo, what up, Trey? Just wanna
what's up, man?
show you some love and I'm here to support. So you're saying you want to stop talking about crypto and make other videos? I'll still support, but just
Appreciate it, man.
keep pushing, because
Yeah,
I feel you, bro. Jail sucks. Our pops, he was in jail.
yeah,
He went through hell.
yeah,
So, like you said, just stay away from doing anything illegal. It's crazy out here. This SEC stuff. Just keep pushing, man. Just keep pushing.
yeah. I'm gonna try, bro. I'm gonna try.
And also,
Appreciate
if,
it, man.
if you guys lay low, bro. But I'm here to support. Peace and love.
I appreciate it, man. What's up, man?
Just coming from like a former law enforcement perspective, and I used to be a deputy, and then I was in the military and doing embassy
Okay.
security for a minute. Hindsight's 2020. Now like you need to show up and speak your part. But if you ever are silent, even if that is your right, it's an automatic look of just being guilty, and the law of eyes,
Yeah,
right? So never
yeah,
listen to these people like, oh, bro, that's not that serious. You don't need to go and speak your piece. Like, no, dude, you need to go and state your claim, because even when it came to anything like legal or even just like what do we call it, like conduct, disciplinary actions in the military, if you like never try to defend yourself, they'll roast you, and you'll see like the biggest shitbags catch a break only because they spoke up for
yeah,
themselves and only because they came clean. And not come clean, but like, I didn't do anything wrong, I know I didn't do anything wrong, this is why, all these bullet points, right? And as long as you know you didn't do anything wrong, there's nothing to worry about. If you did some shit, then yeah, you should
yeah,
probably be quiet. But if you know in your
yeah,
heart
yeah.
that you did nothing wrong and you weren't associated, you need to go out there and straight up say that, and put it out
Yeah.
there.
I think that's what I'm trying to do. It's just
But
yeah.
the only
You're
one
right.
that got hit with this, or are they going after
Nah,
fire?
it's they already remember it already kind of happened. It's just that remember that thing when Hexologist remember you guys remember when Hexologist got some donations for like some jail, like not jail, but like for an attorney because of like this Richard Hart thing. This is that same thing.
Uh,
That's what they said. This is the same thing that Hexologist and Maddie and those guys got hit with.
And
Even
that was
Richard
like a
Hart's
year ago,
mom.
man. They're still
Yeah,
doing this stuff.
yeah, and even Richard Hart's mom is caught up in it. So yeah, that's what
Damn.
this is. Those guys just got lawyers, and maybe that's what I should have done. I sometimes I view like getting a lawyer as that's like kind of telling on yourself too. Like you need this defense for. Like that's how I kind of see it. So it's like, well, I don't need any defense. I can defend myself because I know I didn't do anything wrong. So that's kind of how I go about it. But it looks like what I'm saying, they were able to get away clean because they got some representation. So maybe I need to play like them. I don't know. But yeah, man, that's all I wanted to talk about. I appreciate you guys, and just if you see anybody saying anything about like that movie shit, just tell them what's really like. I just want the real story to be out there, even though it's like they're stupid, but like set the record straight. It's like I can't put out all the fires by myself, and y'all don't work for me, but as supporters, you guys that support, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.
and I take it.